Welcome to Creativity TV. On today's show, we've got the lovely Beckie Dryer. Hi, Beckie.
Hi, Emma.
Now, what are you going to show us today?
I'm going to show you these fabulous new cards here. These are actually photo fit cards.
Brilliant.
So absolutely perfect for any time of the year. But what I'm going to do is actually use the Boothful Christmas papers.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to make a Christmas one so you can see the two
we all
stars
love Boothful.
there. So what I've done first, because we actually want to cut this aperture out here, the easiest thing that I find personally is to basically cut a sheet of paper. So I've cut a piece of paper here to the size of the card or slightly over because we can trim it here.
Okay.
All right. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to open this out flat. Now you might have to just bend it back just a little bit. It's just so it folds flat, so it's easier for you to, so you can see now that's lying flat on here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to add some glue, but I'm actually going to add it around the edges here. Now, this is quite important because when you've cut the aperture out, it will peel back if you're not careful. So make sure you've got glue all around your aperture here.
Right, okay.
Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll stick that onto your card blank first. There. And then I'm just going to build up my layers now on the card, okay?
Right, okay.
So I've now cut another 2 strips, one slightly bigger than the other. So I've used the little star one on the check background and a piece of the holly there. We're just going to glue that. So you can see now that we've just got this finish here. Now to cut out the aperture, you can get your craft knife and you can go around the edges here. So you're just following around this edge here. So you just keep going with that one there.
Yeah.
Okay, now I've done one here.
Oh, you've already done one?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
already done where I've actually started to put the beads on, but I'll just show you how easy it is to put the beads on.
Yeah.
Obviously these take a little bit of time to dry, so that's why I've done it.
Right,
now.
okay.
Okay, so I'm using with that this clear gloss here. This is superb. This is the thin one where so you've got really good control on it there. And what you want to do here is you just add a few little dots right on the edge of the card there. Or you could just draw a line.
Right, okay.
It just depends how quickly you want to work with it.
Okay, and these are quite tiny, aren't they?
These are very tiny. They've got actually, if I can spin this, you can see it's got like a little V shape here. So when you move it round, it opens up like a little window. So you can get the ones out that you want. So just tip, you know, as many as you want out there. And I'm just going to add those onto here. And you can just push them on. You can use tweezers as well. I actually put them on like that and then I get my tweezers and then I just pop them into position there. So you can see then how you're just going right around that edge there.
Yeah.
So now I'm actually going to bring in some of the Happy Days paper into this, mainly because it's got chevrons on it. And I
Which
love
is what we
chevrons
love, yeah.
But also it's just, it matches and coordinates nicely with this range too. So what I'm going to use this for is kind of like a border on here. So we're going through the back of it, like so there. So what I'm going to do is just put my glue just on the sides here, okay? But I'm going to first add another strip of the tartan paper there. Yeah. And I'm going to add that.
Got to get the tartan on there,
Got to get the tartan on, definitely. And we'll just add that through the centre. So we'll just pop that on there like so. So you've got that effect there. Okay, so I've got a winter photo here. And this one is actually a 5x7. So the biggest thing now you want to make sure is that we're going to stick it in the right way.
Right, okay.
Because this wants to be the top here. So if I stuck my photo on this side and shut it up, I'd be left like this. Yeah. So make sure you know where you're going to stick your thing. So, because otherwise
it's just not going to work, and then you've wasted your photograph, haven't you? Yeah.
So I find it easier, set it the way you want to, then open up the card, and then you know then that I want my photo on that piece there.
Okay.
So we'll just add some glue to it, and we'll pop that pretty much in the centre. So you can see there now how I've got the photo in the centre there. So now it's just really building it up and all our little embellishments. So what I've done here, I've done this already. This is the designer decoupage sheet and the Booful, and I've just cut him out and built him up there. Fantastic. And I'm going to just add him onto the back, onto the side, sorry, just here. And I chose a snowy themed one.
It works perfectly, doesn't it?
She's lying in the snow there, so you can see there I've just tucked him over the side there. Now I'm using one of the Happy Days big bloomers here.
Yeah.
But obviously that looks a bit summery. So I'm going to make this a bit more wintry, and I'm going to use these glitterations. They're gorgeous, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I'm going to use this one here. So you can see there how lovely
gorgeous,
these are.
Very,
really glittery. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it over that central piece. There, can you see now?
Look at that, yeah.
How you've turned it into something different there. Now, I'm just going to add a very small bit of ink as well. Not a lot, just enough just to touch the edges there. But just to take off the, you know, the newness of it is what I would say. But I do like that effect. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to fold it again. Because again, we don't want to
cover the whole photo.
Yeah, and I'm going to pop that. So you might need a little bit of glue in the inside just to hold it flat, and then some more glue here, and we'll just put it on the line there. And then also I'm using some of these little tags just onto the card here, and we'll just add these on with some glue. And then some little foam pads on this one here. And we'll pop that down here. And then just to end off, I'm going to just pop a button with this glue here.
The Booful range has worked really well with this.
Yeah.
And these are the Booful buttons, are they?
Oh,
as
yes,
well?
yeah.
Love those.
So there you have it.
Thank you, Becky. Now, I just want to show you this card because it's quite similar to the photo card. This is what a Creativity Club member, Fran Hancock, has made. And she's used the Creativity Club download, Butterfly Boutique one, and she's actually done an aperture in the middle. So even if you wanted to do your own photo card, you don't have to add the photo. You could add a pretty photo behind that, couldn't you, with the butterflies?
Oh, definitely, yes.
But thank you very much for sending that in, Fran. That's lovely. Now, remember, if you would like to get the step-by-steps to make Becky's card, you can just go to the projects section in the Creativity Club and download them and create your own card. Now, if you do make a card like this, do drop us an email at tv@docrafts.com and send it in to us, because we could be showing it on a future episode of Creativity TV. So thank you very much for joining us this week, and happy crafting.